Assalamu alaikum, my dear brother and sister. Now Hajj season has normally started in the Islamic countries. Everybody has applied. Where there's a lottery, most of them had their chance to go to Hajj or not. But what is not clear or clarified until now, today we have the 15th of Ramadan, is Hajj from Europe or from America or Australia. Last year, as you know, system has changed. The new company Mutawif has been installed, and there were some problems which we hope that we will not face this year again. But this year there was no Mutawif, but 6, I thought. Now there are much more than 6. I guess there are 14 or 15 companies which are similar to Mutawif has been founded, and now they are in the system of Nusuk. Nusuk is the platform, as you know, where you have to register on yourself, and when you get the chance to go to Hajj, you have to choose a package from one of the companies which are listed in this Nusuk page. But now we face more problems and more issues we have to clarify with you. I tried to help you, but I have to say I'm not Nusuk, and I cannot help each one with detailed problems. So I try on this video to explain what is the main problem with Nusuk. Most of the questions I got from you is that there is a problem with the Nusuk app regarding the detailed information about your passport. For example, in German you have some letters which is not listed in English. They are, for example, if you have to say Ö, it was written O and E, and you have to write it down with these letters. But even in that case, some of you got rejected. Or there are other problems, like name is too long and there is the name part which you have to fill is not enough. So most of you cannot fill full of the name and has been rejected. In the description it says that the information which is given is not similar like the information in the passport which has been uploaded. So I have to explain you one thing. The system of Nusuk is not still working right. So any one of you who has the problem regarding these issues should wait. Even if you try to contact Nusuk, you won't get anyone on the phone. There is no one who can answer you these questions. What is the problem? What I guess, and some of you are asking me the same question, there are companies, Hajj companies or institutions like government institutions or like Islamic institutions who also are registering Hajj. 3 months ago, I talked with a friend of me in Great Britain who has explained to me that he has now an agreement with one of these companies in Saudi Arabia called Hajj companies. And normally he got promised that they will open for him and log in for this system for Nusuk to register their Hajj Hujjaj. I said to him, it's impossible. When they are opening for personal registration, they should also open it for the group registration. Why they are not opening it? I understand one thing. In the meanwhile, it now has been 3 months, and normally they promised him even in February to get end of February the login. Now then started Ramadan. Even in Ramadan he got the same information. I said there will be no information because I see one thing which I try to explain you also in this video. Hajj companies in Saudi Arabia try to get you directly in as B2C, called business to customer. And business to customer, they try to register people from these countries directly, not with a company. And on Nusuk, you will get this possibility to register yourself directly to the Hajj company in Saudi Arabia. There was one question regarding children less than 12 years. If you remember, I got a video where I explained that children under 12 years will not be accepted. But one of my subscribers wrote to me that he has registered his child, and now even other Muslims from other countries told me that they are rejected. So be aware, children under 12 years, I won't register. It could be the reason that you get also be rejected. Normally, the beginning of the season, when I was in the exhibition in Jeddah, I got the information. It was not an official information, but it was from some of the Hajj ministries that Hajj will be only from 12 up to no limit. So you can be 60, 70, 80 years old, but children less than 12 years old will not be accepted. Now coming back again to this new system. These companies, Hajj companies, try to give you the possibility to register yourself directly. And then they will look, because they have some quota for Hajj, if they get full of these quotas, they will not open these logins for the groups. But until now, I guess that they hadn't reached these quota. For example, a company, call it X. X company has a quota for 10,000 Hajj from Europe or America. And when they registered, they can see not the company, the whole registration is less than what they expected. And they are waiting. They are waiting that people will register directly to these companies. So be prepared that they will open if the quota will be less than which has been registered. For those people who has not registered or who gave their passport to the institutions or through the Hajj companies in your own home country, I don't know anything when they will open it, because Saudi Arabia is now trying to reach each one of the Hajj directly. So now people are asking me also, should I pay the amount to these companies? Yes or not? I don't know. What I do advise is not to give your passport, but you can give you a copy of your passport, and they can work with it. You don't have to give the original passport to register yourself for these companies. It's the same for Saudi Arabia, which is a problem if you are and now there is some writing me that the children with 11 years old has been accepted. Maybe, but have you registered yourself and then you can choose the package? No, the packages are still not active. What is another problem is, if you are a foreigner in your country, normally last year they have rejected everybody who was a foreigner in the country. For example, if you have a Pakistani or Indian passport and you're living in the United States, last year you were directly rejected. Why? Because it's an issue of the visa. The embassies in your home country can issue the visa directly without going to the embassy if you have the nationality of that country. If you're living in the United States and you've got a United States passport, you can get your Hajj visa and your Umrah visa without sending the passport to the embassy. But if you're applying for Hajj or Umrah with a foreign passport and a residency card, the embassy will ask you to send your passport to the embassy to control if your residency card is active, it's valid or not. So they are controlling the passport, and then they will issue the visa and you will get your visa electronically. But the problem this year, if they are now accepting foreign peoples in the country, you are applying, who will bring these passports to the embassy? This is the reason why I guess they will wait. How much will be the amount of the nationalities, original nationalities, and the foreigners which are applying? For example, in the United States, if you have a quota there for 10,000 Hajj, and there is an application about, let's say, 5,000 US passports, these 5,000 US passports, there is no problem with issuing visa. But if there is also 5,000 people who are applying for Hajj with a foreign passport and a residence card, a green card, they should go to the embassy or the consulate of Saudi Arabia. Who will bring these to these embassies or the consulates? So this is the problem which these companies in Saudi Arabia cannot solve. They need a company or an agent who will handle this. This is an issue which has been introduced in Umrah. All of the companies in your country, all over the world, also in Islamic countries, are officially not Umrah companies. They are agents from the Umrah companies in Saudi Arabia. At the Hajj ministry, these companies in Saudi Arabia are official Umrah company, and the company in your country which you are applying for is an agent of these. Wakil Khariji, they call it. It's an external agent. So I guess they will try to make it also with Hajj, but until now there is no agreement, no official agreement, which has been also approved by the Hajj ministry. So companies who are applying for working together to get a contract with these Hajj companies, Hajj ministry should accept it first of all and approve it, an authorization. Nothing is until now happened. What is now clear is if you have an acceptance from the Nusuk, why they are not opening the package. As you can see, those who has accepted, they can now see the companies, but they cannot choose the packages. If I'm wrong, please write to me because this is the information which I got for 3 days ago. Maybe meanwhile it has been changed, but I don't think that there is a possibility to choose the package until now. Why? I don't know. Because these things for Hajj, I should tell you something. Normally, Hajj preparation should be done in Rajab or Shaban before Ramadan, and now we have 15 Ramadan. Before pandemic, for example, all companies in the world are renting their houses or the hotels in latest thing is Rajab, because the official work starts then, and in Ramadan everything should be paid, and after Ramadan in Shawwal you will get the approval for everything, for housing, for catering, for the tents, and then in end of Shawwal you get your visa to travel even in Zulqa'dah, not in Zulhijjah. Hajj is, Arafat is on 9th Zulhijjah, and the last day to enter Saudi Arabia is on 4th Zulhijjah. So this is a problem which I guess will not be solved. Another problem is now we have summer in Hajj season. Hajj season is summer season, means airlines are also getting their flights full. So even now these companies, they don't have any reservation with the airlines. Now if they are trying, or if they want to work with external agents, and the agents get after Ramadan their approval to register Hajj, they should get the flights, but the flights will be full. So who will care about it? I don't know. And people are asking about the price. I don't even know the price, which will be higher than last year, because last year you got packaged for 8,000 euro, but with a 5-star hotel near to the Haram. This year prices will start from $8,000 euro or British pound with housing in Aziziyah, which is far away from the Kaaba. We have to wait, and meanwhile, if you have more information, please write to me. I will provide this information also for other subscribers to get everybody informed, inshallah. So stay safe, inshallah. Wish you a happy Ramadan, Ramadan Mubarak to all of you, and see you in your next video. Don't forget to give me a like. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.